What's going on, everybody? Hey, happy friggin' Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I ran into what some technical people would call technical difficulties, but we're here. We're doing it. We are doing it so good. So stinking good. This is weird. I haven't been sitting in this chair in this garage for a few weeks. Hopefully my microphone is on. Hopefully that is the case. If not, then that is not good. That would be bad. Let's see. Got to put up the old where to go. We'll get the hang of this quickly. We'll just do it. And pow. Check it out. 152 people here. Hey everybody. Welcome, Dave. Yo, you know what? Actually, I have a bone to pick with all of you in just a minute after I say hello. If I forget to pick the bone, remind me. Because I have a bone to pick. But first of all, Bob Belkovic. Hey, how's it going? Nick Foles is here. Chuck is here. DC, legendary DC. Unif Poke says, woo! Mr. Chris, how the heck are you? Nathan Solers. What's happening? Uncle Robbie's in the house. Raid Luckick. The Wutta doesn't score neck pours, so what's this all about? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I score neck pours. Michael Licata's already slammered. Adam Shelton's here. My mom's here. Just left her place a couple days ago. Hi, Mom. How the heck are you doing? Matt Horn, Wendy Miller, Devin Roberts. How in the heck are you? I am super excited to be back. I'm a little awkward. I'm a little rusty, but don't worry, tetanus, all caught up on that. Dramhound is here. Friggin' Dramhound is here. Dramhound, everybody. Legend in the house. Mr. Legend, Dramhound. Big Daddy, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Big Daddy. Scott and Suzanne are here, both of them. Hello, Scott. Good evening, Suzanne. Doug Tucker. Just tucking and rolling. AC Jones, MD, Justin Jenkins, Kevin Hodgins. I'm back to Colorado, Kevin, after a few weeks away. But we are back. We are feeling good for the most part. And we're just... JJ, I am going to actually reshoot that review because I don't know how my senses were working that evening when I shot that video. Gonna have to redo it. Gonna give it a second shot for sure. Sorry, Nick, I was late. April Brown's here. He must be touching up his makeup. Yeah. Looking nice, aren't I? I only use the good stuff. IC86, hello, goodbye. Greg Johnson, Chris Booze, Lindsay is in the house. All right. I'm just excited to be here. We've got several bottles here, which actually, now that I think about it, makes me look like a piss poor reviewer scorer. Is that my computer right there? Is that my stupid computer in this shot? No way. I had to make my whole set because we parked wifey's car in the garage while we were away. And now guess what? I had to redo everything. That is my computer. That's better. Actually, it's still there just a little bit, isn't it? Maybe I just wiggle it. Oh, nice. I should have a drink, Dan, if you're talking to me. Why would you ruin my night? First thing, Saline 786. Wait a minute, did we drive through Ohio? No. Nebraska. Brian's here. My friend wants to know if you'll put... Brian. Fat Mall's here. Campbell Homer. Whiskey knows what's going on. Tons of bees. Hello, tons of bees. The bees knees. DK Danny Fine Shave. Yo. Bradley Newmeyer. Avery Piper. Goldslinger is here in the house. Robert King. Michael Maloney. Full of baloney. What in the world's up? All right, everybody. This is going to be a fun night. Few things. We are doing the giveaway tonight for this guy, the World's Top Whiskey Taster Blend. So every $5 super chat will get you entered into that. On top of that, 6 samples are going to be given away as well. 6 samples. So pretty excited. Bill Kavanaugh and Todd are going to be giving those away. So Bill and Todd are giving away samples. So 6 samples and then a bottle. What's going to make this? Yeah, that's what I thought, Edmund. They lose this at 11, not 10. Joker? What a joker. Wow, Zoe Clo first. Cheers to a good night. Welcome back, man. Thank you, Zoe. Zoe Clo, everybody. How the heck is everything up in Oregon? Oregon? No. Washington? Oregon? That way. I don't know. Oregon, I think. Pretty sure. Todd. That is right. Todd Ritter. Giving away the samples. This music in the background is kind of throwing me off a little bit. I'll get used to it. Bill and Todd's excellent World's Top Whiskey Taster Adventure. What's going to make this a little bit different is I need to keep track of super chats my damn self. So it's going to be a little bit of, me doing like that, just doing that. So it's going to be even a little more awkward. So bear with me. But we need to rescore some whiskeys tonight. And before we do that, let's thank Todd and Bob for the generosity with the samples. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate that. And we also need to talk about next month. Got 2 barrel picks coming out. Greg Johnson need me to keep track tonight. I think I got it, Greg. I appreciate it. Boy, maybe. We'll get it. I'll get there. I'll be fine. 2 picks are dropping on Patreon in the month of August. We're in August already next month? Holy crap. First one is going to be New Riff pick. The Bourbon Junkies had their New Riff release today, and mine's going to be released in 2 weeks. Theirs is tremendous. Mine is also tremendous. Theirs was, they called it paper, scissors, rock or something like that. Scissors, paper, rock, whatever they called it. It's because this is what happened. Listen, we all tasted through 6 samples and we all agreed that one of them was the best. Okay. And we were like, we're going to have to fight over that barrel. And then we reblinded them again, totally blind. And then we all agreed that one was the best. So we paper, scissored, rock. Paper, scissored? Whatever. Paper. We PSR'd. We paper, scissored, rock. Paper. Why does that sound so naughty? We scissored for that barrel. And Sean beat me. Probably because of all the crap I've always talked. Turns out that was a different barrel than the first one we all agreed was the best. And I got that barrel. So I'm thinking their palates were shot, We picked the first barrel right away. So that's dropping Patreon in a couple weeks. It is New Riff Country Schlammer. DC, thank you so much for being the most awesome man and making that sticker. It's Country Schlammer. EI, Andre, or something. I don't know. I always love Nelly. It is Country Schlammer Nelly. And then later in the month, the rare character pick is dropping. It is the ADHD Fishing rare character. It's 121 proof, 6-year, 6-month-old Kentucky straight rye whiskey, 95.5. It's crazy and good, and can't wait for you guys to try it. So those are dropping next month on Patreon, and they're good. I'm super happy to be able to do that, and I'm super excited to do the tasting notes videos for those because they're just good. Mark Mosley, thank you. Mark Mosley, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. So yeah, this is actually going to take me a little bit longer than anticipated. I don't know what I was thinking. To be totally fair, the people who normally track super chats were busy tonight, so there's that. We have some whiskeys to rescore here, for sure. I'm going to get behind here pretty quickly. Whiskey Nose. Marty, if you can keep track, that would be awesome. I should have said yes before. Marty, if you still can do it, give me a hell yeah, or say something, because you know what? This is going to be pretty bad if all I'm doing is typing on the computer. I have something started. I can send you the list of what I have already, and then we'll go from there, if that's okay. So let me know, Marty, if that's something you can still do. Swirl jobs only. Greg Johnson's caught up already. So, all right. So Greg Johnson, this is what we're going to do. If you can keep track of them, and then at the end of the stream, email me the link so I can add the people who had from last week to it. If that's possible, then that'd be spectacular. Greg Johnson, thank you so much for doing that. And then email me at the end of the stream when we're going to pick winners. I'll add the people from last week, and we'll rock and roll that way. I appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you so much. That's literally the best thing ever, because I'm starting to sweat a little bit. John Reese, bring me the WTWT blend. All right, possibly. Could happen. These are the whiskeys that I need to rescore. What happens sometimes is I get a little bit over eager and I score something a little too high, or I score something low and then retaste it later and think it should have been higher. I'm a man who can say that I've screwed up and I need to make things right. And then I need to make my scoreboard make sense. If you've never seen, in the link of all my videos, even in this one, there is a link that brings you right to the scoreboard that shows all my scores. I'm going to have Mr. John clean it up. He keeps track of all of them because he's amazing. I want to get the blind ones completely out of there, so they're all just whiskeys that I reviewed on the channel with videos. This one will update those scores. That's what I'm going to ask him to do, is update those scores with scores from this video for the ones I'm rescoring. These are the ones that people gave me the most shit about, or I think that I just actually needed to rescore. First of all, George Dickel Bourbon Whiskey 8-year. We'll do that one first, and I'll read some super chats here. America. Probably a bit too much considering. I originally, which kind of seems a bit mean, the Salem 786 $20 super chat. Thank you so much. And then Larkin, cheers, Matt. Cheers, Larkin. Thank you for that crazy super chat. Another one. Thank you so much. Incredible. Super incredible. Case and Sensibility. Oh, heck yeah, I'm in. Thank you so much. I got Pete Keeley. Good evening. Super excited about your blend. Also, thoughts on Castle and Key small batch. Don't like it. Don't really like it. It's not that great. I did make a video for that. There's a video on my channel for it. Fat Mall, thank you so much for the super chat. And Avery Piper. Hey, Matt, really hope you're 100% had me worried. The world's greatest taster was having trouble tasting last week. Yeah, it was no fun. So it's the second time I've lost my taste and smell. Second time. Oh, well. It came back. Unfortunately, there's been some news lately about other things that happen and with long COVID, they call it. Some things that are just, they're talking about that happened to people long COVID-wise that they didn't know. And I'm experiencing it and have been since first COVID, and I'm pissed about it. COVID can go F itself. Probably a bit too much information without any information at all. Whew. There's the scoreboard down in the corner of your screen. 0 to 2.9, some of the worst I've ever tasted. 3 to 3.9, absolutely terrible. 4 to 4.9 is bad. 5 to 5.9, not my jam. 6 to 69, decent to pretty good. 7 to 7.9, good to very good. 8.0 to 8.9, great to spectacular. Now, it takes a lot to get in the upper eights, a lot. I mean, an 8 is a very incredible score, is what I'm concerning. That's what I always say. An 8 is incredible. When people are like, I think it's more of an 8.5. I'm like, you know, an 8's really, really good. 9 to 9.9, very few have received a 9, but they do exist. George Dickel 8-year bourbon originally received a piss poor score of 4.2, which puts it in the category of bad. But I am willing to be wrong and rescore. This is a Dickel 8-year bourbon. Oh, crap. My things went away. Why did it jump on me so stupidly? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, yeah. I got that one. Got that one. Rock, paper, scissors. What did I say? Paper, scissors, rock? Paper, scissors? I don't know. Well, the way I said it didn't sound right. That sounds way better. Rock, paper, scissors sounds way better. Thank you, Fat Mall. I have been getting so much sun. The vitamin D has been loving me. What's this pop-up doing? No. I'm in the middle of a live stream, Microsoft. Get over yourself. Josh Pence. Cheers, WTWT. Glad you made it home safe. Super happy too. It was a long vacay, if you want to call it that. The nose on this Dickel 8-year bourbon, this, you know, it doesn't really smell minerally today. Today it smells like kind of like actually a gummy vitamin or like a really bad fruit snack, like one of the really cheap fruit snacks. But I don't hate the nose today. The nose today is this score is probably going to increase based off the nose alone, like Post Malone. Old Toad, Swirl Jobs. I still have a cough, by the way. Super sorry about that. It's a lingerer, the cough. Swirl Jobs only, let's go. All right, SJ's only. Let's do it. Giving it the old SJ. Now let's see if this will improve. That's way better than a 4.2. What in the world was up with me that night? What in the world? Mark Emmenecker, thank you so much. Tommy D, hello, sexy to you too. Tommy D, you commented on a video wanting to know about my scoring, and this is it. Since you're here and listening, no one even reminded me to tell you about the bone I have to pick with you guys. 3 things going at once. First of all, Mark Emmenecker, no Shalabot tracking? Thanks to the samplers. Would love to try that World Stop Whiskey Taster Blend. Thanks, Matt, for the garage sale. Gonna have some friggin' apples tonight. Heck yeah, Mark. That's awesome. And then Kevin enjoying Nulu Double Ope and AB Max. Thanks, dude. Thank you. Thank you for the hookup on finding that Calumet 16 for me. Man, neighbors. Friggin' neighbors. Love them. Oh, Tommy D. See, I had to come back to it. Scoring system isn't based off of price, isn't based off of availability, isn't based off of like stigma or smegma. I don't know if that's it's a gross word. It's just based off of just the enjoyability, how much I enjoy, how good it is. And it can look a little bit weird on paper because you'll have like a low proof bourbon right next to a high proof. It's based off of enjoyability. That's it. How enjoyable it is. If I factored in price and factored in availability, I don't even know how I'd keep it straight. It'd be really difficult. I have to steal stuff in whiskey's system. I might still do that. Why is that there? Where did that come from? That's been there the whole time? Got stuff everywhere in the camera. Jeez Louise. George Dickel 8-year bourbon. It's sweet. This has gotten way better. Or my taste buds are still off. George Dickel 8-year bourbon in today's first rescoring is a bit of an embarrassment, an embarrassment. That pour score is going to increase from a 4.2 to a 6.1. It's decent. It's decent. I don't love it, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It's decent. And it could, maybe it's not my jam, but it could be. It's not, I mean, I could drink it. I could drink it tonight. It's a 6.1. 6.1 Dickel 8-year bourbon. Suck on that, Matt, for being so stupid and scoring things so wrong the first time. But I'm a man of my word. I'll come back and do it. I'll come back and do it.
Matt, you dumb idiot!
That's just what happens when you score things poorly. Here comes the Schlammer. What's the Schlammer? WJK. Thanks so much. Thank you so much for donating those samples. I appreciate it. We're giving them away tonight. We got Bert, NSF89. Cheers. Love your channel. Thank you, Bert. BertBertBert.com, everybody. Thank you for watching. Appreciate everybody being here. 331 people in chat watching me rescore whiskeys that I probably fudged up the first time. But before we get to the next whiskey and the next super chat, I want to let you know that tonight's live stream is brought to you by the greatest cigars on planet Earth, Alec Bradley Cigars. If you don't smoke Alec Bradley cigars, then you better not smoke cigars at all, because if you're smoking any other cigar, you're wasting your time. And testing my patience to be truthful. Alec Bradley cigars. Don't test my patience and smoke them. It's pretty solid. Pretty solid ad. My whiskey lab, a perfect Bardstown blend from the WTWT, would be better than winning the lottery. I doubt that. I would really doubt that. I would happily trade half of that jackpot for a bottle. No problem. Matt Horn picked up a juke joint whiskey today. Ever had it? Yeah. They are fine. They're fine. There's the barrel proof ones that are the store picks, and I've also had the lower proof ones. And they're fine. They're good. I have 2 barrel picks here. And I'll have to do a review of the barrel proof store pick. Sam Munson, what the heck? Welcome back, Matt. Cheers. Well, thank you so much. Holy, that's incredible. That's incredible. That is craziness. Appreciate it. I have to let Dan react for me. Sorry, Mom, cover your ears.
Another fucking super chat!
That's incredible. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate you. Appreciate the heck out of you, to be honest. That's a huge super chat. That's huge. Dickel 8 years, a fine drinker, lots of honey. Oh, Shayla's here? Yeah, Shayla, hope you're feeling good. I haven't got a tickle in my throat still. It's a tickle. Not used to talking this much. So we get the first one out of the way. The first, and maybe the worst rescoring, possibly. Smash the like button. Yeah, Salem, that'd be awesome if you smash the like button. I would appreciate the heck out of you doing it. Joe Dirt sucks, so does Dickel. Don't talk about Joe Dirt like that. The Grease clip restarted my irregular heartbeat. Oh no. Mute button. Yeah, still got a little bit of a cough happening once in a while. So I'm sorry about that. Yeah, what bone you got? Oh, my bone I got to pick. Thanks for reminding me. In all of my videos, I have been saying, since the very beginning, actually, welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt. If I'm welcoming you back, you would already know my name. My order from Keg and Bottle has been shipped? No way. That's which one? Is it the Whiskey Weekend Blend? No. Oh, no, it's not. Of course. That'd be nice, though, if that ever happened. What was I saying? Oh, if I say welcome back to ADHD Whiskey, my name is Matt, obviously you know who I am. I should have been saying welcome to ADHD Whiskey, my name is Matt. Right? The whole time. Almost 3 years. No one said anything. Not a single one. Not a single person. Oh, I feel like you were upset with all the descriptor words on the bottle of the Dickel bourbon. Which descriptor words did they use? Handcrafted small batch. Definitely buzzwords. Charcoal chill filtered. That's something that they do. This handcrafted small batch bourbon is richly complex. Perfected by time, experience, and true craftsmanship to create something this special. We use local spring water, choose only our best quality grains, and create our charcoal from sugar maple for our signature chilled charcoal filtration process. Once distilled, we age our bourbon gracefully. That was probably the one that got me. They age it gracefully. I might go back to the 4.2 just for that. That is the most biggest of horse shit. We age it gracefully. Hey, new guy. Around here, none of that shit. Around here, buddy, we age things gracefully. So, shape up or ship out. That's a terrible gracefully. Digging in my old Remus, nice. Stigmata, what? Behold. Oh, what the heck? I don't know. Oh, Dan Shook just came on. Came on here. On here? Or did he go on to, is he streaming over me playing video games, that son of a bee? Is it weird sitting there talking to yourself? I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to a camera, and you are there as well. But yeah, it definitely feels a little strange at first. Fingers crossed for some wutta. Thank you so much for the super chat, T-Jar. Let's see here. Todd Ritter up in this bit. It's been a long day, and I'm not going to make it to the end. Send me the addresses when you can. Love you, Maddie, and cheers. Good luck, everyone. Thank you, Todd. Have a great night. Sleep sweet. Have the best of dreams. Laura Stafford, you need a hot toddy for that cough. I make a mean hot toddy, and then I pour boiling water all over my crotch. Every time. There's a video about it. I'm a terrible hot toddy maker. Lightly and delicately aged, says Fatmo. And are you going to be reviewing the Tabasco Dickel tonight? Nope, that score stands. Greg Johnson, 8:33 p.m. timestamp. Of what? Are you saying I'm that far behind? Welcome, Matt, is something you put in front. That's what my mom used to say, Saline. That's why she didn't like it when people called me Matt. She was like, that's not the right. All right, which one should I do next? Oh, this is, you know what? I've got a few to get to, for sure. This one needs to be done because I got a lot of shit for this one. Yellowstone, 2021, $100. Their limited edition. This one was hand selected. Bourbon finished in. There's that word again. I'm not going to say it's. I pronounced the cask that it was finished in incorrectly when I reviewed this bottle, and there was a gentleman who told me I was not. What's the word he used? Man, I wish I had that comment now. He basically called me dumb, saying that I didn't know a thing about Amarone casks, if that's how you don't say it, and that I shouldn't even be talking of it because it's an exquisite wine. And I was like, if I don't like something, that doesn't like you can't tell me that since I don't know the intricacies of movie making that I can't be like, this movie's bad. Son of a bitch. This received a score of 5.9 from me. 5.9 originally. I think 5.9 is not my jam, right? It's not even a terrible score. I didn't even say it was bad. I just said 5.9. It's at the edge of not my jam. I almost gave it a decent score. I didn't like it for some reason. It just wasn't for me. America. And it was $100. So there's that. I think that this like lacked flavor or something. Was not very flavorful. Something like that. I don't know. We'll see if it is now my jam. It's been a while. It's been a while since I could drink Yellowstone and score it. It's been a while since I had the urge to pour it. That rhymed and made sense. So suck on that. Speaking of sucking on that, look at that SJ. There we go. I bought more whiskey glasses, by the way. These ones, they're all different. Every single whiskey glass I own, I have 8 of them now, are all different shapes, pretty much. Like they don't use the same mold, maybe, and they all weigh different. One of them is over an ounce heavier than one of them. Like, how in the world is your quality control that piss poor? But I do like myself a whiskey glass. I do. Oh, I can falsetto almost with this raspy voice. Not really, though. All right, going in for the nose on this Yellowstone 2021 Limited. It is light and sweet and fruity. You know, okay, I'm back to what it's a little bit bittery oaky. And it's starting to open up too, but it's got a bittersweet nose, but bittersweet in actually descriptive words, not how normally people say bittersweet. Whatever. I don't even know what bittersweet means. But there's some chocolate. I suppose there's some chocolate. Little nougat, maybe. We got a sour oaky nougat. All right. 5.9. Will it improve? Will it get worse? Let's find out. 2021 Yellowstone down match. That's kind of good. It's kind of good now. I stand by my scores. Listen, I'll retaste stuff, and if I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. Robert King, which distillery would you like to have a barrel pick from that you haven't done yet? There are so many. I would absolutely love to do a Russell's pick, for sure. Doubt that'll happen, but would love that. I would absolutely love to do a pick at Buffalo Trace, which definitely won't happen unless I get stricken with a miracle. I think one of my dream picks would be an ECBP pick because I love Elijah Craig Barrel Proof so much. So that would be a dream pick of mine. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof would be a super sweet pick. Of course, Old Forester would be a fun pick. A lot of those big distilleries, Four Roses would be amazing. Man, there's a lot. There are a lot. I'm not even and I'm just scratching the surface. But I think if we're talking like possible, like some possible way, an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof pick, I would absolutely love to do one of those. If I had to say one that was somewhat reasonable, that would be it. Of course, I want to do a Stag Junior pick, but that's not happening. Dwayne Clow, the Rock himself, Dwayne. I've also been aged gracefully. Cheers, Matt. Dwayne. Yes, you have. You are a gracefully aged man. Man, that Dwayne and Zoe Clow, jeez. Couple of 1-2-10s, if you know what I mean. They are just a couple of cutie pies. Bob Belkovec, glad you're back in action, buddy. My liver appreciated the break you gave it the past few weeks. No problem, Bob. Glad to see you here tonight. I'm not tasting. You know what? Maybe I'll taste the Tabasco at the end. I doubt it. Probably not. Toshibake. Happy to hear you feeling better, Matt. Solo dad duty tonight, so I'm not able to listen so far, but about to put the kid to bed and pour a drink, thinking some Parker's Wheat or Four Roses Limited Edition. Which one? Parker's Wheat. Just to be the outlier. I don't have either of those bottles. One day I'll get my hands on a Four Roses Limited Edition. One day. Thank you for the super chat, Toshi. And then Tony Bag of Donut Holes is in the house. Hi, Matt. I watched specifically to hear you talk to yourself. Laugh out loud. I love reviews. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Tony. And I do talk to myself quite often. Quite a bit. Drink Yellowstone while watching Yellowstone, then score it. I don't know. I can only do one show at a time. Bottle tops in the camera again? Gosh, dang it. Like I said, I had to redo everything, so everything's it's a work in progress. Man, I was hoping I wouldn't like that. Which is unfair for me to say. Still, not taking price into consideration. Yellowstone 2021 limited release. I'm rescoring it from a 5.9, which is not my jam, to a 6.5. It's a 6.5. It's decent to pretty good. It's in the middle. It's pretty decent. It's decent to pretty good. Taking price into consideration, totally would not buy it. But just taking enjoyment. I'm bumping it up. It is now included in my jam. Now it's included in that. Brewbaker Maker is in the house. What's going on, Ernie? Friggin' Ernie. Love that man. Thrasher's here. Maddie, I'm here. I know it's late, but you need me to track? We have, you know what? Greg Johnson. Greg Johnson is keeping track. He's going to email me the thing at the end, and I can add the stuff that you sent me from last week. So I appreciate it, Thrasher. But we got it all taken care of. I started doing it myself, and it was going poorly, to be fair. Are you sure you were fair to the Dickel Tabasco taste and sensibility? You know what? I think I was pretty fair. What did I score it? Was it a 0.3? A 0.3? It's pretty fair. Need more likes. How many likes do we got? Not enough? Yeah, we do like likes around here. We like likes. We like the likes. No, let me get that right. We like likes. We love the likes. Dan and Julie, the best. Fancy Franchi is here. Hey, everyone. Sorry I'm late to the party. It's okay, Marie. Welcome. We have a few to get to. There's that. I should do that. And then, I should definitely do this. There's a few here that I you know what? I fudged up. Porter fudged up on a few. It's okay. I don't know if I fudged up on this one because I remember liking it, but I haven't gone back to it in a while, and some people said that I score it too high. So, American Highway Reserve, I gave a great score to. I gave American Highway Reserve actually a great score, an 8.1, which, if I look at the score sheet, America, Highway. I don't know. Is it a great whiskey? I guess that's what I need to figure out here. American Highway Reserve. Brad Paisley. Sean Paisley's papa. American Highway Reserve. This is Route 1. Route 1? Oh, almost put it in front of the camera again. Route 1? Giving it the old SJ and a Glen Cairn. Glens just don't, they swirl good, but they don't swirl as good as the whiskey glass. Whoa. That smells weird. That smells totally different than the other stuff. That is citrusy and savory. Wow, there's like an orange oil on there. The nose on that stuff is very good. I completely forgot what that smelled like. The Route 2, I don't think is as good. Greg, Russell's pick got me all triggered. I can't order them in Tennessee, and I'd start doing some unethical crap to get a bottle. Yeah, I can't. That sucks for everyone who can't order. Think when stuff doesn't get shipped to their state, it's the worst. Matt deserves an Elmer pick? I don't know about that. Drinking that whiskey. D's Nuts. What's up, D's Nuts? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you being here. Got it. 1767. $5. Thank you so much. Matt, dude, any different distillery picks in the future, like rare character? Yeah, I have a rare character coming out in August on Patreon. It looks like we already went through this, but it's fine. We're totally fine. Boom, there it is. It's an ADHD fishing, a throwback to my first YouTube channel. It is a 121 proof, 6.5-year-old Kentucky straight rye whiskey. 95.5 Kentucky rye. Coughing again. It's terrible, but it's okay. 8.1 is what I gave that American Highway Reserve, which seems excessively high. But then again, like I said, I haven't tasted it in such a long time. Man, the nose is so good, though. The best part of talking to yourself is answering yourself. That's true. All right, going for a taste. American Highway Route 1. I do like this. It's sweet and has a bit of spice. There's actually some very unique notes in here that I can't quite put a finger on. It's almost like a spice, like clove or something. I can't quite put my finger on it. But it's sweet, it's citrusy, there's a spice to it. It's not quite a super heavy proof. It's 99 proof, I think, something like that. I think I scored it a little too high, though. That's why I brought it in here. I brought it in here because I felt like I didn't think it should have been an 8.1. Having tasted it afterwards and looking back on it, just trying to make things right. It's make things right night. Am I right? Am I wrong? Nicholas Falzone in the zone. Hey, Matt, thanks for the awesome content and most entertaining whiskey channel. Drinking some Calumet 16 here. Hells yeah. That's a good bottle. That's so good. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. 383 people in here. Approaching my, everybody say it together, BMI. Boom, BMI joke. 383, 385, getting closer. Jared Wolf, keep in mind on this double ope, I'm keeping my mind on this double ope I'm drinking right now. You like it? I brought one to my dad. He said he liked it. I like the double ope quite a bit. Yeah, we're just getting warmed up over here. Let's see here. Love-chat.xyz best adult dating site. A heart, something, and love. That's pure sexiness right there. Laura Stafford, what is your score of 2021 birthday bourbon? Do you recommend going to Louisville for the 2022 birthday bourbon? Laura, I wish I had the ability to score that, but I don't, unfortunately. Man, love chat's just spamming it up. I wish I had a bottle or got a sample, but if I ever get a bottle or a sample, I'll definitely score them. Shelby Strunk. Shelby's drunk? Shelby's drunk? Is that what that's supposed to say? I like that. If your name is really Shelby Strunk, then that would be hilarious. Just after you started drinking and everyone's like, Shelby Strunk. Again. Matt, you are the freaking man. Hanging here with my bud Tad, watching the bestest whiskey tuber out there. Tad, friggin' Tad and Shelby getting strunk together. Tad's strunk? Shelby's strunk? Everybody's strunk. Tony Bag of Notes, I think that Brad Paisley deserves a 7.8. Oh, yeah, I'm still doing that. Where'd it go? Right here. Man, okay. If you haven't had this, definitely, if you like get a pour or get a sample from somebody, if you're at a bar that has it, because this is actually not what you would imagine. It's different. It's unique. But is it an 8.1? I'm going to decrease the Highway Reserve. It's good. It's very good. I do like it. It is a American Highway Reserve. It is 7.7. Brad Paisley's American Highway Reserve. It still amazes me that it's that good. But it is. There's thunder outside. What in the world? And the heck is happening there? Scrolling down. Is it a $100 bottle though? That's the hard part. That's so expensive. I'm so sick of $100 bottles that aren't. You know what? To be fair, from that $100 bottle, I've bought a few $100 bottles lately that I was like, why was this 100? Like, what in the world? That one don't really. Actually, that one I didn't even buy. To be fair, that one was a gift. Forgot about that. Sent to me from Bardstown Bourbon Company, to be totally honest. But if I paid $100 for it, I'd be much happier with that than, say, Rare Stash. Manuel Oliveira. Boobies. Nice. Love chat, baby. Love chat, says Jimmy. That's right. Oh, I'm encouraged. Don't engorge the bots, Matt. I engorge whatever I want, Mark. I'll engorge everything. Yeah, the Redbreast Joshua is so good. It's so good. Which one? Was it 12? 12 cask strength, possibly? Let's see here. Take a drink. I've been drinking. Velvet Candy Apples. Lol. DC is in the house. Love you, Matt. Glad you made it home safe and are on the mend. I gotta run. Mods, watch out for the trolls and spam. Both are out and about tonight. Hashtag America. Hashtag DC's the best. I love that, man. With a passion, to be fair. I do need to rescore. I don't want to do that one. Let's do these low-proof buggers first. I know it's unfortunate. I do love this bottle, but I think when I scored it, I was a bit too over eager to give it a score that wasn't quite deserved of it. I love this bourbon. America. Tin Cup 10-year. Admittedly, My thoughts on this bottle do not change. I absolutely love it. But if you look at the scoring criteria in the bottom corner of your screen, an 8.6 is what I gave it, which is really high. 8.6 for a bourbon to get an 8.6 on my scale, it's gotta be crazy good. I mean, 8.6, 8.7, 8.8, 8.9, those are big levels because we're getting closer to some of the best stuff I've ever had. But I feel like I probably jumped over a shark or whatever they say when I gave it an 8.6. So based off of that review alone, don't break stuff. I have a couple things to fix. So first of all, 84 proof Tin Cup 10-year. Oh, I love that nose. That nose is totally up my alley, directly up my ass. It is a super solid, sweet, oaky, fruity, fun nose. I love that nose. Man. I like it. Down the hatch. Ooh. That's kind of fun after that American Highway Reserve. Tastes a little bit different than normal. Probably have a sip of water before I taste the next bourbon. It's super solid for an 84 proof bourbon. I like it a lot. I do. The nose is my favorite part. I could just smell this all day. But it's not an 8.6. Jumped over the shark. Jumped over the shark, as some would say. Tin Cup 10-year is getting, the score is being altered. It's not being, my thoughts on it don't change. That's to be sure of. My thoughts on it do not change. But the score shall not remain. I must alter the score. Tin Cup 10-year receives a score permanently from me tonight of it's an 8.2. It's a great whiskey. It's a great whiskey. It's a solidly great whiskey. It's an 8.2. Not an 8 point. You know what? No. I'm stupid. 8.1. 8.1 final answer. Normally don't do that, but 8.1. 8.1. Send. No more lifelines left. Brian coming in with the super chat. Let me see here. I should probably put these two things closer together. You don't know what I'm talking about, but it makes sense to me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. Brian says, where did it go? Son of a bitch. Wait a minute. There it is. Cheers. What do you think is a fair price for a Sam Houston 15-year? I'm looking at 120, trying to get some other point of views. This is a very difficult question, Brian. It doesn't seem like it's difficult, but it's super difficult. And here's why. The batches vary so much. So, do you know what batch it is? For example, I have Sam Houston 15 sitting here that I was planning on rescoring tonight because I felt like it deserved a little bit of a different score, slightly different. Not a major change, but slightly. This is batch CO-3. CO-3 is Colorado batch 3. So find out if the batch you're looking at is getting like rave reviews. Talk to like locals, like your local clubs, to find out if it's a good one or not. If it's a good one, then $120 all day, because that's what they cost. 120, 130, 140, 150, whatever they're gonna charge you. But yeah, that's a fair price if it's a good batch, because I've heard of some stinkers, some ones that aren't good. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I mean, my tasting and scoring is always accurate. Obviously, what we're learning tonight, 100% accurate. But ask around a little bit. Make sure it's a good batch, a good bottle, and then 120, pull the trigger, baby, if that's, in your price range. By the way, Alec Bradley Cigars are sponsoring this super chat from Mike Stahl, but not really, because Mike Stahl's paying it himself. But Alec Bradley Cigars are the best cigars on the planet, right, Mike? Mike says, yes, absolutely. By the way, Whiskey Mountains wants you to come to Rocky Mountain National Park with us tomorrow. Where is that? I just drove from Denver. Well, actually, I just drove from Michigan to here in the last couple days. Yesterday was the last little Denver to here. Where's Rocky Mountain National Park? If you plan on making me hike something, then plan on carrying a 300-pound body, however far it has to be dragged, carried, because not quite the hiker. Thank you, Mike Stahl, for the super chat. And you know what? Maybe I will show up. You never know. Maybe I'll show up with like a liter of water and a liter of cola. You just wasted $10 on the question, Brian. That's pretty fair, actually. That's kind of funny. A little funny. But he didn't waste it. He just wanted my input that hopefully did help, but it probably didn't. Jamie Faye is here. Jamie Faye, how the heck are you? She hears fireworks. Travis Robeson, welcome back to the Porter Garage. You need to try to work on getting a Jack Daniels pick. That would be spectacular. I know it would be epic, and if you haven't seen the single barrel proof rye, will be a standard release. Oh, good. That's really? I did not see that. That's incredible. I did not know. Zoe Clo again? Hold on. Must cough again. All better. Zoe Clo says, come visit, and we'll open our 2021 birthday bourbon with you. All right. Well, I mean, you didn't even have to. We were already thinking about visiting up there. But you know what? I think it's a done deal now. Plus, a little to-go bottle for you. Oh. Wait, so you're already telling me you want me to leave before we even get there, Zoe? Jeez Louise. She's like, we're going to open the bottle and then get out. We opened it, now leave. And right now. Chip Daddy 1000. That's a pretty solid name. All capitals. No, that is 1,000. Or is it 10,000? No, it's 1,000. Then the 999 Chip Daddies that came before you would be proud that you used all caps. Sipping on some Woodford Reserve Master Collection Batch Proof 118.4. Glorious. Actually, thank you for reminding me, JJ Marquis, if you're here, I'm going to get you a label tomorrow. .6 is great to spectacular. Right. Well, so the way that I do the way I kind of do that scoring system, let's look at that again. So I don't know if it's, to me anyway, 8 is great. 8.1 is greater. 8.2 is greater than that. 8.5 is like great, spectacular border. And then 8.6, we're getting into the spectacular stuff. 8.7, more spectacular. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. So 8.6 would be spectacular. But it's more of a great bourbon. It was. Let's see here. It's still great. 7.3. Interesting. So it's just good to you. Jay Porter. I know a Jay Porter. You're the man, Matt. Your reviews are always spot on and hilarious. Well, thank you. I know a Jay Porter myself. I have a cousin, Jay Porter. Appreciate your super chat. Burban's Bourbon. Bourbon himself is in his house. Bourbon says, crisp Chris Fiver to throw my hat in the ring to lose to Mark Emmenecker before opening the bar. Cheers, you beautiful, distinguished gentlemen. Thank you, Ben. I am distinguished now. And now I've been called distinguished live. Chris Miller. Oh, so that means I got to do this one. This one's next. The Fable and Folly. I reviewed this basically right after the Tin Cup 10 year, and I felt like I couldn't give it anything. I don't know. I felt like after giving the Tin Cup, America, that score, I felt weird giving the Orphan Barrel anything lower. But after this bottle's gone down a little ways, this is actually a fair rescoring because I think that this wasn't as good as it was previously. Hey, Whiskey Encore, Glencairn Glass, Cheech Artolino, everybody. If you're not subscribed to Whiskey Encore, you should be. And by the way, Bourbon's Bourbon is also live tonight. So after we're done here, head on over there. Now Bourbon owes me $35. Just kidding, Bert. Just kidding, Ben. All right, this is Fable and Folly, the old Orphan Barrel, 14-year-old. I just edited this review last week, I think. So the nose is oaky, but it's almost hollow now. Does that make sense? It's like a hollow oak barrel. It's like it has no feelings. I like the nose of the Tin Cup better, I think. Let's go for a taste. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. Man. It's good. I think I still might do the same exact thing as I did before. Wait, do I have the Tin Cup still? Was this the Tin Cup? Yeah. Oh, this is a battle royale. A $50 10-year versus a $150 14-year. Oh. Fable and Folly. Sweet, nice. Falls a little flat. Tin Cup. Man, I'm going to do it. That's actually very surprising. And man, I feel a little bad. Dropping it that much, but I only gave it the score because I didn't want to give it a lower score than the Tin Cup because I felt like they were very close and it would have been weird. But what's weirder is me actually telling you that I'm a failure to your face, your faces, your beautiful faces. And when I tell you all that you're beautiful, I mean it. And I promise you I will not go back and tell you that you're not, like I'm doing to some of these bourbons. Fable and Folly score is reduced from an 8.6, which I gave it to mimic the Tin Cup score, to an 8.0. An 8.0 for the Fable and Folly. It's a great bourbon still, a great whiskey, you could say, but it's definitely not deserved of the higher 8s. And I'm just gonna say it. Hopefully, some of these aren't that drastic of a score difference. But I gotta be fair here. I can't just sit here and look at my scoreboard knowing that it's wrong or knowing that I goofed up and not fix it. I have to fix it, you know? Running from your problems only makes them worse is what I understand. So I'm just attacking them head on. I'm attacking these problems of my bourbon scoreboard instead of attacking real problems that are actually affecting my life. If that makes sense. Chris Miller, cheers, Matt. When you win the Mega Millions, what will be your first vehicle purchase? Trackhawk or something exotic? Whee! Track hawk. To tow a real big boat. And then a big motorhome and probably another boat. I don't have, okay, here's the thing. I'm down like 40 pounds, but I still have quite the ways to go before I'm fitting into any exotic. I've always wanted a Ferrari. I think it was the F430 was like my dream. Was one of them that I always really wanted. There was also, man, there's so many Ferraris that were, but I don't think I'd ever fit into one of those at this size. So track hawk until I become less matte, and then something that revs very high. Then, of course, I will buy my wife whatever she wants. Probably a Toyota Camry 2022. She'd probably dig that. Thad, hey, Matt, what's that fishing video? What fishing video? What fishing video are you talking about, Thad? Wifey? Nope. Child. What are you doing, honey? What? Do you guys hear that? Say it louder.
My tooth fell out.
Your tooth fell out? Did you tell Mama? You did? Oh my goodness. I hope that you were on the loose list and we can expect the tooth fairy tonight. That's so awesome. Love it. You can put it. Oh, I don't want you walking on this floor because I found some more glass today from Daddy's spill. So I'm super excited for you though. Oh. Go put it under your pillow. Have Mama put it in a little bag. Put it under your pillow, and hopefully the tooth fairy comes. That's so cute. That's so funny. It's so tiny. Wow. Well, gee, that's the cutest thing on the planet. Sorry about that. Does it have my blood on it? Wow. Yeah, it's really cute. Eric Rusing. Keeping my head in the clouds with my mind on getting back from dinner to catch the live stream. I know what Eric Rusing. Probably not the same Eric Rusing as you. Couldn't be. Can't be. But thank you for the super chat. Keep your head in the clouds with your mind. What fishing video are you talking about, Thad? Let's see here. Sorry for the short delay. That was so cute. My tooth fell out. Jeez, that's so cute. Estes Park? Is that where the wow, am I that far behind? I missed Mark's super chat. Son of a bitch. I'm sorry, Mark. I mean, it's not that there's where's the love, it's more like how did I miss it? I saw Zoe close, Mike Stahl, Brian, DC. Scrolling. I'm scrolling. Where did it go? Mark. Shelby's drunk. Mark Deanda. Mark, where's your super chat? I don't see it. Still going. Oh, there it is. I'm super sorry, Mark. Evening, Matt Man. How you been? I've been good. A little sick, under the weather, but super way better. I'm back home from Scotch tasting. What would be your barrel pick if it were a Scotch? Mark? Whatever you wanted. I don't know. I mean, probably something from Ardbeg, just so I could put a pirate on the bottle. Arr. That's all. I have no idea. Honestly, don't. Do they do barrel picks? They do. Or they don't? I don't even know. They might. Let's see here. What we got? Greg Johnson, thanks for the timestamp. Scrolling. Starting to rain here? That's weird. Never rains here. The Rocky Mountain National Park is about 3 hours north of you. That's way too much driving. I am so sick of driving. What's your deathbed or last meal bourbon to have? You know, King of Kentucky, I need that. I need a King of Kentucky in my life, and it's just the best. I don't care. It's just the best. I need one. I need a bottle of King of Kentucky like my kid needs the Tooth Fairy to come tonight. Cheers. Good to see you live again. Thanks, Matt Kappa. Thank you so much for being here. Again, every $5 super chat gets you entered into tonight's drawing. It is, you could win a bottle of the world's top whiskey taster pick. Here, got it here. Giving away a bottle, and also between Todd Ritter and Bill Kavanaugh, they're giving away 6 samples. So you could win one of 6 samples or the entire bottle. An entire bottle. So that's what the giveaway is tonight for super chats. Getting strunk. Tad Schaefer. Tad's here now. And Shelby's drunk. Tad Schaefer getting drunk with my buddy Shelby, watching the best whiskey YouTuber. God bless, brother. God bless, Tad. Tad's drunk. Shelby's drunk. Everybody's drunk. Bob Belfack. My wife got me a bottle of ECBP 522. Can't wait to crack that bad boy open while on vacation in 2 weeks. So pumped. I'm pumped that where are you going on vacation to? Where to? Yes, Tony, all barrels are hollow. Oh, we're way back there? Jeez Louise, I've got some catching up to do, but I got to rescore another bottle. I want to do that one probably last, highest proof. Actually, no. I got some crap a long time ago for my Weller 12 review. I gave it a 7.7, which seems a bit low. This was a long time back. So Weller 12. Weller 12, a 7.7 is very good. It's a score of very good, right? John Hanover, lucky to have snagged a 4-gate batch 19 recently. Fan-friggin-tastic. If you haven't had it, perhaps a sample swap is in order. Cheers, buddy. Maybe. There's so many 4-gates I haven't had. Like, how many gates are they got? They have so many gates. I get nervous with 4. I can't keep up. I have no idea. Hey, Geeper's here. How you doing? I'm doing good. How are you? And then Mark Deonda. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Shexy. I'm doing pretty good. Shexy. Did you do a reveal of a re-eval of the Wild Turkey 101? I think you should. You missed my previous super chat, by the way. Oh, well, we got it back there. Much love. Cheers. Cheers, Mark. I didn't think that the Wild Turkey 101, I think that got like a 7 or something. Maybe. BK says, you're lucky my face is a camera lens. I am very lucky. What the heck? This dating site is just... They want me to join their site, apparently. Well, I got it, Mark. I got there. Lamborghini 2.0. Oh, man. Oh, so yeah, I'm way behind. Jeez Louise, Porter, catch the heck up. Thad Burl, the one you promised us while on vacation. Dude, I got COVID. And it was bad. It was not good. I actually, Scout's honor, by the way. Scout's honor. Tried to make a fishing video. Had a difficult time. Okay? It was hot outside, very humid. Started fishing. Eventually got back to the van and was like, that was a terrible idea, Porter. That the COVID really took it out of me and thought about laying next to the river and going to bed. And by bed, I mean rock. But I didn't. Made it back. But I will do a fishing video here in Colorado instead. $100 from Tooth Fairy, says Dunny. That's all. You know what she'd do with $100? She would rip it in half and be like, now I have 2. Weller 12. Ooh. That is, wow. That smells good. That Weller 12 smells good tonight. Why doesn't the Tooth Fairy just dig up all the dead people and take their teeth? Who's to say that the Tooth Fairy doesn't? The Tooth Fairy might. You never know. Jordan Morrison, Tooth Fairy fun. Oh, thank you, Jaden. That's super cool of you. Yeah, life does happen. That's so cute, though. Like her tooth came out when she was in bed. That's funny. What do I fish for? Whatever. I like. Well, when I was in Michigan, I used to fish for trout and salmon a lot, and bass, smallmouth bass, largemouth bass. I'll catch a pike if it bites and I have no choice. You know, that kind of stuff. Saucy Shane, Tooth Fairy. Oh, so cute. She's so cute. Embellish Pod. What's going on? Tooth Fairy Fun. It only gets more expensive from here. Dude, I've got, yeah. So she's a late tooth loser. My oldest, who's 6, just losing them bitches, like left and right. I'm like, girl, I can't, like, we can't keep up with your tooth stuff. Just losing them. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Ryan had to figure out how to super chat just to add to the tooth. Oh, Ryan, that's incredible. Oh, man. Now the Tooth Fairy just has to remember to do the Tooth Fairy's job. Weller 12 down the hatch. Man. That's weird because the Tin Cup 10 year and the Weller 12 they're not like that. I mean, they're different, but they're not like that different. The Weller 12 actually seems to fall a little bit more flat once it gets on the palate. Of course, it's a wheated bourbon, so it's not expected to be a spicy bugger, but the sweetness is there and seems to go away quicker than one would like. You know what I mean? Maybe it needs one of those, what do they call them? Extended pleasure things. So it's solid. Weller 12 is solid. It's good. What did I give it before? 7.7. Man, that's pretty damn close. But since we're rescoring things tonight, and I just tasted it to rescore it, I'll bump it to a 7.9. No, you know what? No, I'm not. Scratch that. That's how I felt when I tasted it originally, and I'm tasting it now, and I'm right in the same category. Not going to second guess myself and change something just to change it. So stop what I'm doing. 7.7 stands. It's a 7.7. It's very good. It's a very good bourbon. But it stays. It stands. 7.7. John K. Tooth Fairy Fund, and I think Thad was asking about your fishing channel, maybe. No, when I was in Michigan, I said that I was going to make a fishing video, and I tried, but yeah, failed. It was oh, and I forgot my GoPro, by the way. GoPros help. Oh, Diggs Bourbon. Thank you so much, Tooth Fairy Fun. That's incredible. You guys are the best. You guys and gals are amazing. Mark, ignore any other winning from other super chats. Re-eval Wild Turkey 101, please. Pretty please. Why? What did I give it? If you can tell, okay, somebody tell me what I gave Wild Turkey 101. And if I think that it needs a re-evaluation, we might do it. But Mark, what did I score it? Jeff Maher for a lot more teeth. Cheers, Matt. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. Then Sean Ness. Cheers, Matt. Cheers, Sean. Thank you for the super chat. C says 7.7. Ha ha ha. Jimmy Copeland, glad to see you back in action. Thank you, Jimmy. I'm glad to be back. I'm so happy to be home. Like, I haven't shot a video in over 3 weeks, I felt very out of everything. Like I missed, like this is work for me. Like making videos, all this, I felt like I was missing out on something I loved, and actually missing out on work. And I don't know. It's good to be home, good to be back in the swing of things. The swing of things. So I'm super happy. Matt lives near Colorado Springs or Pueblo. It's starting to rain. AccuWeather radar. Wrong and wrong. Mark says 24, I believe, plus picks. Dang it, what the heck did I even ask you, Mark? Super sorry. 1. This is a good name. Know what's pretty super? This chat. Also Matt Porter. Oh. 1 like. What in the world is your name? 1. Jeez Louise. 1 like and her. 1 like and her. No idea. But thank you for the super chat. That's an incredible super chat. I appreciate you so much. Jay Liang is here. Cheers, Matt. Cheers, Jay. Friggin' Mr. Jiggs. Jory Knowlton's here. Has anyone yet sent you a sample of the Heaven Hill Select Stock 14-year exclusive? I think so, actually. I'm waiting on my brother-in-law picked up a package from the front door while we were gone, and I think in that package maybe a sample of that, possibly. If I can't win Mega, maybe some great bourbon. Maybe Greer Crabtree, maybe, possibly. And Heather and Mike Keller are here. A donation to the Tooth Fairy. Oh, Heather and Mike. You guys are the best. Does booger still taste the same after COVID? Yeah, still tastes the same. Whoever is doing admin, let them know that the super chats didn't appear on the screen. So I think I got there. I think I'm just behind. Tooth Fairy is one of the best jobs you'll ever have. Laura, it's good. Like they're so, I get nervous. I'm a nervous Tooth Fairy. Just saying. Pike and muskie are crazy. I would love to catch a muskie one day. Fish of 10,000 casts, they say. Is that a Patty? Is that a Patty Smith? Patty? Patty? Why does this have to go AI? Because that screws me up with the AI. It's okay, they'll go with Patty. And if it's wrong, then I'm super sorry. New to the bot on world, but I watch your videos because you're hilarious. Thank you. Keep up the good work. You clearly know your bourbon. I'm okay. I don't know. It's just fun. This is a lot of fun for me. Mark Hemmenecker, you gave that fishing video a good effort. Broke out the friggin' mega bass for crying out loud. I lost that. I lost a lot of lures. I didn't care. You know what? When I bought those mega bass lures, I was like, I don't ever want to fish with these because they're too pretty and so expensive. Fast forward a few years, haven't fished, and I'm like, they were made for fishing, and immediately lost probably like $120 worth of tackle. 2 mega bass, a couple square bill KVD crankbaits. I blew up a whopper plopper when I hit a bridge with it. There was many more. At my parents' house, they live on Lake Michigan, and I caught all the weeds, and all the weeds took a lot of my lures. So there's that too. Let's see here. Your bourbon can make it hard for the Tooth Fairy to remember. Yeah, for sure. But when it's that important, you just don't forget. That's what the Tooth Fairy tells the Tooth Fairy. Was it a 7-7? Yeah, 7-7 was Weller 12. Molar Money, Cuspid Cash, Incisor Investment, Big Daddy with the alliterations. I think that's the right thing. Wild Turkey 7, well, you gave a 7-4? Fair, right? Wild Turkey 101, 7-4. 7.4 is good to very good. So it's on the cusp of being very good. It's a good to very good bourbon. I see no problem with that. Maybe you know what? Next time I do this, hopefully I never have to. Hopefully I'm just perfect from here on out. But if I have to do it again, maybe we'll do the Wild Turkey 101. Maybe. Tim Moss, welcome back, Matt. Thank you, Tim. What a guy. Mom, you don't have to recover any fishing lures. Because what am I going to do with them? Lose them again. That's all that will happen. If you lose a fishing lure and then find it and recover it, you're just going to lose it again. How close are you to Munising? I was up there last week. The weather and area was beautiful. I was born in Munising, which is kind of funny. And I used to live very close to Munising. But I was in Marquette County when I was visiting. But yeah, Munising is like home, basically. Scott Robinson for the Tackle Box Replenishment Fund. You know, they say there's really good fishing here, but I'm too not in shape to climb mountains to go fishing. So I've got to find lower levels of water to fish in. Thanks to you, Jason and Cam, I have 40 really great bottles of bourbon and rye instead of 5 good ones and 35 terrible ones. Thank you for the content. Thank you, Thomas Schneider. Appreciate it. I don't know. Try our best to be fair and honest. Sometimes the reviews don't go exactly the way they should. But let me say this. I've never said it. And if I did, I would come back immediately. I've never said anything is terrible and it turns out to be good. Or I've never said anything is good and it turns out to be terrible. Is there some variation in some second? That's why I never wanted to score stuff in the first place. I never scored stuff. I just said if I liked it or not. But then all of a sudden I got a bug up my ass and started applying numbers to bottles. And then once you start seeing a list of those numbers, it gets a little bit maybe it doesn't make a lot of sense after a while. And that's what I'm here to fix tonight. Next pour. Bardstown Bourbon Company Frowned. Frowned is a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey finished in cognac barrels. It's 110 proof, and it is finished in Frowned cognac casks for 8 months. It's a blend of 7 and 11-year Kentucky bourbon. I originally gave Frowned a score of 8.6, which is not on the screen. Son of the bees. There it is. It's a spectacular whiskey, I said. America. Having tasted through a bunch of whiskeys and coming back to this one, I needed to revisit it because I wasn't sure if it should be an 8.6. So we're about to find out. The Frowned. And this is very different because it all really depends and boils down to how much you like cognac, because this is a pretty cognac heavy bugger. The Frowned. Oh. All right, let's see here. We have just breaking stuff. Would I give it an 8.6? That's high. It's a high score. Greg Johnson. Yeah, dude. It's weird because you cannot fishing is a strange thing because I used to love fishing so much. And then I completely stopped. And then I started it again and wanted to make a fishing YouTube channel. I loved it so much. And then we moved here and I just stopped. And then I went fishing again. I'm like, fishing is amazing. It's the best. What is this? Oh, the Ferrand. That's why. It is, wow. There is some backslap, molasses, no. What's it called? Backstash? There's some molasses on there, heavy. Wow. I feel like after COVID, my nose picks up on certain notes a lot differently. And what in the world am I smelling on this now? Ugh. It smells like something in gravy. You know, like biscuits and gravy, the country gravy. Sometimes some country gravy mixes have this spice in it that's weird and too strong. I'm like smelling that. I don't know. Let me taste it because right now the nose is not exactly ideal. That's really good. It's oily, it's thick and viscous. It's sweet, but also like leathery, like dark and crazy dark fruits. Burnt dark fruits. If you lit a date on fire, kind of like I used to do when I used to be dating, just every single date I went on ended up in tragedy. A burnt date, you could say. It's very good. That's a very good pour, very good whiskey. Again, 8.6 is I gotta start thinking in my head and actually stopping and thinking before I give something an 8.6. And we're gonna get to one in a few minutes that I really should have thought about. But an 8.6 is hard to get. It's very hard to get. And I need to keep it that way. The Frond. Bat Bourbon, when did we start tonight? An hour and 37 minutes ago. Wow, we're almost at 2 hours. Jeez Louise. For every fishing lure you lose, the Bourbon Fairy leaves you a whiskey. Well, then the Bourbon Fairy has some catching up to do. Blame Dave Portnoy for his pizza reviews. Loved K.I. Sawyer. Andy, what the heck did you love about K.I. Sawyer? You must have been, were you at K.I. Sawyer like in the 80s maybe? You didn't love K.I. Sawyer like now, did you? Because what in the heck is happening there that... Not a lot happening at K.I. Sawyer nowadays. K.I. Sawyer is an old Air Force base in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. And they turned all the housing there into like, well, they sold it off to like investors and like real estate people, mostly investors. And they turned it into like lower income housing, you know, things like that. It's not exactly the prettiest place to drive through anymore. Are you just trying to fix controversial scores, Bat Bourbon? Yeah, either controversial scores or scores that after scoring it, bourbons and whiskeys that I thought I had to go back to make sure that the score was right. So far, only one of the scores has been right. So I've been rescoring these, especially a couple of them were a bit of a drastic change. Not like super drastic, but enough for me to reconsider when I'm scoring things to actually think about it. The Frond. I really enjoy it. I think that probably whenever I got this bottle, I must have really been in the mood for it. I paid a lot of money for it. And maybe I don't know, I must have been in the cognac mood. But with finished whiskeys, I make sure I always say, hey, listen, this is a cognac finished whiskey. So like tread lightly. Like if you don't like cognac, you're not going to like it as much as I like it. Because at that point in time, I must have really loved cognac. I am reducing the score of the Frond from an 8.6. It's a great cognac finished whiskey. It is. It's a great cognac finished whiskey. So I got to keep that in mind. From an 8.6 to, which was spectacular, to an 8.2, which is great. So an 8.2. We're reducing it from a spectacular to a great. Not going to change the way I feel about it. I still think it's great. Tim Evans says, way too high. What the heck is this love chat business happening again? Hey, by the way, if you're if you're setting up spam bots, why wouldn't you make them say something that's worth reading? Check mark, boy. It doesn't even make sense at all. Randy Carlson, I got that Playboy whiskey. You gave it a good score. Expensive as shit. You were right. Delicious. It is, right? But I almost said the F word, but I think my mom's still here. Mom, cover your ears. Great whiskey, but fuck those people. And not just because they're Playboy. Like, on their bottle and on their website and on their on their stuff, it doesn't say where they distilled it. It doesn't say that. It only says like bottled in Memphis or some shit. But their retailers who they send their information to, especially if you go on their website and you click on purchase or buy now or whatever the hell their button says, from their website, you click buy and it brings you to reservebar.com. And Reserve Bar is the one I had a problem with Rare Stash. Rare Stash and Reserve Bar together, collective, as a unit, pissed me off so bad that I wanted to break stuff because of the Dustin Poirier Rare Stash bourbon. If you haven't watched that review, just waste 20 minutes to hear me rant about their crooked marketing tactics. We unearthed rare barrels from a brand new distillery in the Carolinas, apparently. Anyway, Reserve Bar does it again, but in cahoots this time with Rare Stash because they pre-sold a $600 bottle of bourbon. And on their website, it says Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. And I screenshotted it. And I know people who purchased that bottle, even after I told you not to, even though I liked it, expecting it to be Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. They get the bottle, it says nothing on it about where it's distilled. And then I check the Reserve Bar website today, and guess what they changed? After they pre-sold a bunch of bottles and sold a bunch of them to people who thought it was distilled in Kentucky. Is it distilled in Kentucky or is it not? That is the question. Is it really good? Yes, it is very good. But still crooked and not okay to say it's one thing if it's actually another. End rant. Oh, blood pressure through the roof. Blackstrap. Backstrap. Love chat. Blackstrap. Backstash. Sorry. Which other ones do I want to do tonight? I'm going to do two more. Two more tonight, and then I have a few to do at a later date. How many have we done so far? American Highway, Weller 12, Tin Cup 10 year, George Dickel 8 year, Yellowstone 2021, Bardstown Frond. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Fable and Folly 7. So let's make it an even 9. We'll do this one and then we'll do the final one. Old Forester 1910. People said that I got this wrong. But you know what? That's just your opinion, man. Quentin King, cheers, Matt. Any upcoming bourbon releases you're most excited to sample or buy? Yeah. If I can get my hands on any of the cool stuff coming out, I would love that. The new Russell's 13, probably another year that I'll never see it. I don't know. Like, I get that question a lot, and it's just frustrating because there's so much stuff that I would love, but I'll never see. Just like everybody else out there. It's a bummer. It's a crapshoot. Let me think. What upcoming releases that I possibly will be able to buy am I excited about? That's a good question. So thanks, Quentin, for asking it, and thanks, Matt, for asking it in a different way. Upcoming releases I probably can get. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch C922. Excited for that. What else is even coming out that's even going to be able, like, I don't even. It's like I see release stuff all the time, and I'm just never. I just know I'm never going to see it, and it sucks for everybody. It sucks for everybody. What do I normally get? Well, Fred Minnick said Bardstown Bourbon Company Discovery Series 9 is really good. I haven't tasted the 8 yet, but I'm intrigued by the 9 because Fred said it was spectacular. Who knows? We'll see. The Lucky 7 14-year Hold Up, which is their batched product, which kind of got delayed a little bit, I guess, in shipping. Excited for that, for sure. I've got a couple barrel picks I'm super excited about, but that's neither here nor there. I don't know. There's so much, but so little. So much that's like coming out, but so little that I used to get super excited about every single release. Every release. America got super excited. Then you realize that that's not going to happen. So you just kind of get what you can get. Take what you can get. That's kind of the mode I'm in. I'm not going to be able to review everything. Like the 2021 birthday bourbon, that question. Love the question. Wish I could answer it because that's like so far from happening. This is Old Forester 1910. When I reviewed it, I gave it a 7.4. 7.4 is what some doctors would call Tim Evans, the Bardstown corks. Yeah. What's my mom picking a bone about? I don't know. Andy Stafford, thank you for the super chat, $5 super chat. 7.4 is good. It's on the verge of very good. People were bitching about that. How dare you? I didn't even realize what I was getting myself into here. Jackie Zykin special. Ooh, dark. That is dark. 7. Ooh. See, some people love this profile. This isn't. Wow. I think personally, this is my issue. When I was young, I was around a lot of varnish and a lot of. What's the other thing that people put on wood? Varnish and stain. People staining wood and varnishing wood. I was around that so much as a child that I get a varnishy thing on here, like a stained wood. But you know what? The nose isn't going to make me change this unless I change it for the worse. So I'm just going to taste it. No, my 7.4 stands. I'm not touching that score. It's a good bourbon. That is not something that I love. I can see what people would like it. It's sweet. It is woody. It's not woody like it's been aged a long time. It's woody like it doesn't taste like good wood, if that makes sense. I don't know. The 1910 is not my jam. Sorry. 7.4 stands. There is yeah. Do my Knob Creek pick. I'm not going to score my own picks. That's weird. JP, come on. Come on. What am I going to do? It's a 10. They're all 10s. Every pick is a 10. Unless, of course, they're 11s, in which case that could happen. Maybe I will do I'll never score my own picks. That's too weird. But I could possibly head-to-head some stuff or do a blind of my picks to see which one's my favorite. Drums and Drams 2022 Matt Madness Whiskey Tasting Invitational World Champion in the house. Cameron, Drums and Drams. If you're not subscribed to Drums and Drams, then you're missing out. He is the man. Cam is the best. What's up, WTWT? Just got home from a gig and gonna pour some of your BB Co blend. Cheers, dude. Cheers, Cameron. I'm giving away a bottle of it tonight. And there are 6 samples being given away as well. Cameron, I just did a whole rant on the rare hair thing, if you missed it. Or maybe I'm just way behind in chat. He needs to review Hidden Barn. As soon as the Hidden Barn thing was as soon as a press release was out on Hidden Barn, I immediately contacted them for a media sample. And not today, Junior. I got a rare hair sample, which was a big surprise. Hidden Barn, not so much. But let me say this. I'm not upset about it, because why would I be? One second. No, I never get salty or upset or anything. I see some people get media samples, some people don't. For example, I got a freaking Coy Hill bottle, the small batch Coy Hill, which is incredible. That's so cool. Will and Grease from the podcast didn't get one. So suck on that, Will and Grease. But no, the Hidden Barn thing, hopefully it's good. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm I don't want to be saying this is bad. Daniel Turner, interesting. So 1910 gets the same score as Wild Turkey 101. Yeah. If I had to choose between picking a Wild Turkey 101 or 1910, it's going to depend on the night. If I'm in the mood for I'm not saying that. Obviously, I'm not saying that 1910 is bad. It's just it's a solid, good bourbon. It's different. It's a different pour. I can see why people absolutely love it. I can see why people would absolutely hate it. But yeah, it's a solid, good bourbon, just like Wild Turkey 101. On most nights, if I had to choose between the two, I would choose Wild Turkey. John K. 1910 is okay, and so is 1920. Making them into a 1915 is where it's at. I wonder if I've ever done that. I don't know if I've ever done it. The Bourbon Slayer about Cam. I'll send you Hidden Barn if you want, Matt. Sure. I wouldn't mind sampling it. For sure. Shout out to my girlfriend, Taryn. She's the best, says John Finley. You know what they say? I was going to say Sharon is Taryn, but I don't think that that's nice. So I'm going to say, shout out to Taryn. John, you know what? That's super sweet, John. I hope that you get a hug and a kiss on the cheek for that. My score for Blue Note Juke Joint, I don't know if I ever scored the Juke Joint. I don't know if I've ever done that. Adam Rhodes, what do you like to pair the whiskey you sip on? I don't necessarily like to pair with anything. I mean, just I like to pair whiskey. I like to pair sipping whiskey with quiet, relaxing, chilling out, just quiet. That's always what I like to pair it with. There are some people like Whiskey Mutant out there who loves to pair whiskey with sweets. I could see that. Pairing whiskey with food is hit or miss. Sometimes, actually, some Cajun food and whiskey is really good, but it's not something that I do very often. Usually, if I'm sipping whiskey, I'm just sipping whiskey to enjoy whiskey, because then I can taste the whiskey. It doesn't really, I found, with a meal, complement a lot of meals, a lot, like wine does. But in certain circumstances, or some nights at a given restaurant, it can. But I can see people doing it with sweets a little bit. And you know what? I haven't had sweets in so long. I've been turning down sweets left and right. I know you don't believe it, but it's true. Does anyone in chat know when Matt talked about rare hair tonight? It was like, I don't know, right before you got here, probably 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Bourbon Boss Man. Cheers, Matt. Enjoy the content. Bourbon Boss Man, I need to send you a message on Patreon because you are owed something. You were a winner earlier this month? No. Yeah. Or late last month. So you have a package boxed up and ready to go. Damon, yes, it was in the Advent. And I think I really enjoyed it, actually. Now that you say that, I remember. All right. I'll rescore the Sam Houston next time. I'll rescore or revisit. I should say I should revisit. Not necessarily going to rescore, but revisit the Sam Houston. I'll revisit the 1792 small batch. I gave 1792 small batch a 7.8, and then I dropped it on its face. So I need to extract a cork before I revisit it. I don't know. I don't think it's a 7. I think I scored 1792 small batch a bit high. Quite a bit high. As a matter of fact, quite a bit high. And I'm willing to admit that. I was just happy with it that night. But I broke it. So that's going to have to wait. Now the one I want... Oh, there's breaking stuff. Porter, calm it down. Don't break this either. The one I wanted to get to tonight, we'll do this, and then I'm going to retaste this, and then we'll do the giveaway. So anybody who wants to get any last-minute super chats, do it, because after this one, we are going to do the giveaway for the World's Top Whiskey Taster bottle and 6 samples. I'll probably have a final pour and then call it a night. Horses and bourbon. Hi, Matt. I'm going to my first ever meetup, junkies. Looking forward to meeting you and other tubers. Love your content. Live long and long pours. Oh, that's a sweet. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey, and like I always say, live long and long pours. I'm stealing it. Horses and bourbon. Don't care. Stolen. Looking forward to meeting you too. Hopefully I can get there. We'll see. Sour pickle balls pair with bourbon, right, Matt? I forgot about those. Those were sour. Yeah. See here. My favorite cigar and whiskey pairing. I love an Alec and Bradley Kintsugi with a Knob Creek single barrel. Those just every single time. Bone pick reminder. Oh, I already did it. I already did the bone pick. My bone that I had to pick was for almost 3 years. It'll be 3 years in October. I've been saying, welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt. And no one ever said, hey, Matt, you're welcoming people back and then introducing yourself. I realized that today in the shower that I say, welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt. If we've already met and you've already been here and I'm welcoming you back, why would I say my name is Matt? It makes no sense. And nobody ever called me out on it. Nobody ever did. Jaden, quick Tooth Fairy reminder before the stream ends. Thank you, Jaden, for that. Last call, says Fat Mall. And Dwayne Clow, faux show. Cheers again, Matt. We just cracked your Cognac at 16. I love everything about it. It's so good, isn't it, Dwayne? Dang it, Dwayne. Dwayne and Zoe, we should, what do you call it? Like video chat soon. So upset that I can't make the August 20th meetup, says Bob Belkovic. We'll be driving from Virginia. Last? What's that? Jeez, Dwayne and Zoe. Matt Home, Fellowship Chat, appreciate it. Knob fan, absolutely. Velvety Candy Apples. Tony Bag Donuts for the BBC and Alec Bradley. Last call, love the amazing content. Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate it. Jameson in the house, solid whiskey name. World Top Whiskey Taster bottle, woo! All right. Drums and Drams. Damn, dude, you're right. Reserve Bar changed the rare hair from the screenshot you sent me earlier. What the F? Dude, I told, yeah, right? They pre-sold that bottle for months and then sold that bottle. And I'm guessing it wasn't Reserve Bar because other people have the same information. So whoever's in charge of sending the press release to their retailers told them it was a Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Who knows if it is or not? Like, they just absolutely need to be clear about it. Like, they actually, at this point, need to say so because people bought that bottle because it said that it was. And at that price point, if it's a lie, then not good. Just saying. Yeah, I don't know. $600. You can't just say it's something and then change. You can't just delete it. You can't be like, oh, that never happened. We never said it was that. This is a 100-year-old Kentucky bourbon. And then later you're like, oh, we meant 10. It was a 10-year-old. We sold 1,000 bottles of it. Turns out it's 10 years old. But America. This is Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch A122. Do I love this? I sure do. I absolutely love Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch A122. The first batch of 2022. Did I get overzealous with my score? We will find out in a second. Because I gave it an 8.9, which, if you look at my scoring criteria, would say that it is spectacular, on the verge of some of the best I've ever tasted. Was I excited because this was an Elijah Craig batch that I was super pleased with after a lot of batches I wasn't? Maybe. Or is it actually that good? We're about to find out. Tooth Fairy reminder, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And then Tim Evans, congrats on the pick. It was delicious. Which pick, Tim? Are you talking about the blend? I appreciate that. That makes, I was worried. One more entry for the blend. Keep up the awesome content. Thank you, Chris. We got Love Chat back. Oh, man. I have to revisit the B522 because both of the noses, the A122 and the B522, were tremendous, but I thought where they differed was the palate. If I remember correctly, when I taste this, it's going to send me to heaven. The B522 sent me nowhere. And I was like, what the heck? So when I reshoot that video, I'm hoping that I just had an off day that day. Now let's find out how off I was when I gave this an 8.9. That's good. That's very good. That's very good. Little water, and we'll get right back to it. I realized I made a mistake. And I won't tell you what the mistake is, unless, of course, you guess it. If you can guess my mistake, then I'll tell you, what do you call it? I'll fess up. If you can guess my mistake, I'll fess up. But I made a mistake earlier, and I should have done something differently. Mark Amenecker, rounding up. Wait, try to get to the meetup. You were going, I want a sample hug. I'll give you the full, I don't even give you a sample hug. I'll give you a full hug. John Moss, any upcoming releases you're excited about? The new, the September batch of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, for sure. Oh, man, I don't know. Other than that, we'll see. Oh, Kevin Hodge says Ope. Kevin, did you watch the Ope videos? So now you know what it is. Large Woolly Bugger is YouTubing your full-time job. According to my tax returns, I am a spirits taster. That's what it says on my. That's basically what my job is. I'm a spirits taster. Yeah. I'm also a stay-at-home father and one hell of a lovemaker. All three of those take tremendous effort. But you got to do what you got to do, right? Yeah, I used to drive a bus. That wasn't fun. You like Hook? Thank you so much. All right, let's see here. All right. Cheers, everyone. Gonna go make a baby. Is that what you said? Oh, make like a baby. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. Let's do Whiskey Central. Still going strong. Nope. We're about to cut it out. All right. And super chats are done. No more super chats coming in for the giveaway. I'm going to check my email. 300 people need to smash the like button. Arthur Hughes. We didn't move to Kentucky. Maybe next summer. We'll see. There was so much just difficulty to move there. Like finding is we stayed here in Kentucky for at least the next year. Tooth failing comes if they brush their teeth regularly. It gives you a few weeks to make it happen. That's actually really funny. All right. Shayla's still in the house. That's good. I'm glad Shayla's here. ECBP 522 was a super high for me. Then I got it for the price. I'll take continue. I know that's a bold statement. Was a super. Did you wait? So are you saying you did like the B522, or you just really love the Tin Cup? Velvety candy apples. That is GD hilarious. Spirits taster. Well, I mean, I don't. Why is it? Why? I mean, it is what it is. It is. I literally am a spirits taster. I'm a judge for like a nationally acclaimed spirits competition. I won the title of world's top whiskey taster. Did I defeat hundreds of people? Yeah, I did. Was it easy? Pretty easy. Because I was just dominant. But spirits taster is hilarious. Super chat's cut off. All right. Have you ever sampled random Elijah Craig small batches? Man, I've had one recently that was amazing. Like the small batch single barrels, Elijah Craig small batch single barrels. All right. One last sip. Yeah. Mark, humble too. Yeah, I know. That's just... Anybody who knows me knows I feel awkward with compliments, and anytime I'm weirdly confident, you know that it's joking, trying to be funny. Let's see here. Yeah, they like the B522. Then they didn't like the A122, which was like a flip-flop for me, which is strange. The A122 is very good. It didn't deserve an 8.9. I'm changing the score. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof Batch A122 receives a final score, a final altered score from me tonight of it's an 8.5. 8.5. It's not an 8.9. 8.5 is it's great. It's great. But it's not close to anything the best I've ever tasted. It's not close to that. It's just a great, solid, super solid bourbon. And I'm glad I have a backup. All right. Let's see here. Oh, you thought my answer was hilarious. Let's see here. Email. Finding the email. Greg Johnson, you beautiful man. Oh, I got an email from D. Robbins. Would you like a sample of the KBS? I actually have that. I need to shoot my review of it so far already. I have that bottle. I just need to shoot the review for it. But thank you. All right, let's see here. pulling up email with super chats. Greg Johnson, by the way, thank you so much for doing this. That's so incredible of you. Absolutely love it. This is, let me make sure I got the newest one. 1 minute ago. Greg Johnson. Boom, there it is. Wow. Incredible. Okay. All right. Hey, Greg Johnson, how good are you at Excel? Like, just wondering. Because this is I love you for doing this. The problem is, so let's say you have a person listed, let's say Frank Shamrock, and it says there's $10 would be 2 entries. So like that would be 2 lines. So they'd get like spots 1 and 2. If they had 3 entries, they'd get 3 separate, like 3 different lines. So instead of it saying 1 entry per, so like so what I do is I pick a random number. That means, because at the way it is right now, if you can do it, that'd be awesome. To actually, if somebody had 2 entries, they'd get 2 different, like 2 lines. If they had 10 entries, they'd get 10 lines. I can do it. It just take me a long time. Like Mr. Sam Musselman, who had $100 super chat, he would get 10 entries, so he'd get 10 lines. So then that way, when I pick a random number, he'd have 10 chances to win. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't explain that better earlier. If that doesn't make sense, or if that's something that you can't do quickly, I can definitely do it and just do a giveaway video where I do it live after I edit the spreadsheet. If I were to edit it myself tonight, it'd take a very long time and nobody would want to watch it. Crap. I'm sorry. Final link sent. Let me know. Oh, that's it. Wow, this dating site can go date itself. I'm not doing math, Chris, and I'm not schlammered. I'm just looking at it going, oh boy. I work in Excel for a living. This is Whiskey Mountain's Excel, though. What is... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. No. Hold on here. I'm stupid. That's my fault. I screwed it up. It's the second tab. I'm super dumb. All right, so there's that. Perfect. All right, so all I have to do now is take the ones from last week here. Gonna copy and paste them, and then we'll do this. We will totally do this. I'm going to copy and Can I do that on this side? Sorry, everybody. It's just going to take me a second, but we will definitely get it figured out. Control V. Why didn't that work? On the badge. Or, okay, we'll get this figured out so quickly. I am basically a genius. That's not true. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. Definitely going to figure it out now. Copy. Boom. Copied it. And Control V. Why? Oh, view only? No. Son of everything's bitch. No way. Oh, I know what I can do. This makes total sense. I will do this. Super smart. See? There's always an answer. I copy it. And then I paste it. Man. It's like sometimes you just have to like totally do it the hard way. And it's not even hard anymore. Shouldn't have said that. All right, so here we go. There is a total of 314 entries between this week and last. Yes, 314. Now I want to randomize the list and go from there. Copy. Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm going to do it this way. It's going to be super. Oh, nope. Come on, Porter. I know everyone's having so much fun watching me do this. Oh, yeah. Copy. Oh, yes. This is going to be good. Everybody, look how good this is going to be. Random. Boom. Oh, yeah. Super, super solid. Whoops. Backspace. Pasting it. Come on. There it is. Whoop, 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 whoop. No, stop it. I didn't say to spin it. Yeah, jerk. All right, let me do this again. Okay, here we go. There we are. Wow. Matt, what's your opinion on Blue Run Redemption 1? I have not had it. Damn it, Matt. I'm sorry, Andy. We're here. Here we go. Hit the like button, people. Yeah. Okay. All right, everybody. I got this figured out. Totally got it figured out. I'm going to share the screen. I copied everyone's name into what some doctors would call a random wheel spinner, which is fun. So I'm going to share my screen. Make sure I don't have any like weird tabs open. Nope. All of them are closed, which is spectacular. I'm going to share the screen, and then the first spin is going to be for the bottle. And then we'll do 6 spins for samples. Thanks, Mom. I took my scoring screen off. I took it off the screen. We did. All right, here we go. Sharing screen. The first spin will be for the bottle. And share screen. Chrome tab. Boom. Sharing it. Oh, yeah. So good. Why is it doing that? Can I do it this way? Nope, that's weird. This way. There it is. There it is. Should I go full screen? No. I want to put my face in the bottom. Halvesies? Nope, that don't work. All right, here we go. This is for the bottle. Good luck, everybody. Thank you, everyone, so much for being here watching. Like, I'm back, bitches, and I'm so excited to get back to this. All right, this one is for the bottle. Here we go. Spinning to winning. It is so hard to see. Ryan. Just Ryan. Ryan, you won. Which one's Ryan? Ryan, congratulations. Email me, ADHDwhiskey@gmail.com, and we will work out how to get that to you. Now let's do for 6 spins for samples. So he won the bottle, so I'm going to remove all Ryan's and spin again. All right, this is for 1 sample. We have Paul Graham. Paul, heck yeah. All right, now for the second sample. Zoe Clo. Zoe, you want a sample? Third sample. Tyler Sloan. Woo. Fourth sample. Kevin Hodgins. He's a neighbor of mine. Mr. Kevin. All right. Let's go for sample number 5. Sample 5 goes to Josh Pence. Congratulations, Josh. All right. Last sample goes to Spinneroo. Spinneroo, here we go. Last sample, Toshi Bake. All right. So that is 6 samples. Toshi Bake sample. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 samples. Super cool. All right. That's awesome. Congrats, everybody. That was fun. Damon has changed his name to Ryan. That's funny. Ryan, wow, that's incredible. Thank you so much. Yeah, email me, Ryan. Everybody, any winners tonight, email me, ADHDwhiskey@gmail.com. Let me know that you are a winner, and we will figure out how to get everything to you. You'll be hand-delivered by such a beautiful person. And everybody will love it. My mom says, congratulations, Ryan, Paul, Zoe, Tyler, Kevin, Josh, and Toshi Bake. The whiskey is awesome. My mom liked it. She had it and she liked it. And she doesn't even like whiskey. So I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not. But this was fun. This was a fun night. This went way better than expected. I was a little concerned that I was just going to be super awkward. And I was. But not in a terrible way, right? Not in a terrible way. Just a little. Hey, Rarebird 101's here. Friggin' David. Oh, shoot, David, I got to get you. I need to email you because there were a couple winners of books who emailed me, and I don't know if I forwarded that. David Jennings. I will, though. All right. Good night, Tooth Fairy. Oh, thank you, Laura. Laura. Super solid. Last second reminder. Love chat, super solid middle finger. Boom, right into your face. I love you guys so much. Thank you all for watching. August is going to be a big month because July was so weird. I wasn't home. I was editing videos I shot a long time ago, batch shot videos. videos that I didn't even plan on editing. July was weird. August is going to be the bomb, thebomb.com. And lots of content coming, lots of new content. Live stream every Friday. Absolutely. Going to happen. So solid, so sweet, so smooth. Also, if you're interested in barrel picks, I have, like I showed earlier, in 2 weeks or 1 week. Actually, let me just double check, just so I'm totally sure. I said it 1 or 2 weeks earlier, but it might just be 1 week away. Might be 1 week away. Ryan Alves. Beautiful man himself. Best friend, by the way. Ryan Alves says, just checking, where in the heck? Man, me and Ryan talk about so much best friend stuff. August 5th. Oh, that's 1 week? It is. Next Friday. Next Friday. One of the best new riff picks I've ever tasted drops. And I'm not just saying that to say that. I don't say that very often. But this new riff is legit. It's super good. On Patreon, it is Country Schlammer. It's a new riff pick that's coming out next Friday. I thought it was 2 weeks, but it's 1 week away. So Country Schlammer, new riff bourbon. That is, does it say a proof? It's a kind of a lower proof, which is, I think, 104 proof maybe? I don't know. Not a doctor. Country Schlammer next Friday on Patreon. And then the rare character Kentucky Rye pick, I think 2 weeks after that. So a minimum 2 picks dropping on Patreon in August. Love you all so much. My name is Matt. This is ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on, what was that girl's name? Oh, shoot. Strunk? Someone's strunk? On having your name sound like so much fun, like Shelly's Strunk. And if you can't have a fun name, then make one up, like Bob Elkovac or Jimmy John's Pizzas. Adam Roads, Rarebird 101. Laura Stafford. Sounds like a fun name. Lovechat.xyz. Heart, best adult dating site. Whatever you want your name to be, just be your own person. And love yourself in all the ways possible. Good night. See you next week.